at all. There's so much action all around the map. There's Paradise, Tilted, there's action in Dusty Divot as well. It's just so much to watch.
Yes, and now looking at the bus path as it comes across the players, popping into your screen now. We're going from that bottom right quarter to the top left, southeast to northwest, but a decent mid-split ball. Where do you think we're going to see players dropping?
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on Paradise. There's been a lot of action, especially in that game one. There's Saint, there's Ghoul, there's Lynette. There's so many players dropping in Paradise. It's a very, very nice spot to look at. And there's actually, you see the llama over towards that truck stop out in the southwest or southeast corner of the map as well. There's 2 players dropping on it. That's a nice little find there.
Really good influx of materials and utility that you can get. That's not a bad loot spot anyway, so expect them to be coming out of that really well prepared and also to have a lot of people to fight. There's 3 teams down in Fatal.
3 teams indeed. We'll see if Nate Hills and Funk Bomb are actually deciding to go back towards their hometown of Fatal Fields. We'll see though, as they aren't actually contesting yet. There's so much to look at on this map. Polar Peak is interesting as well to me. There's 4 players right around there. That split is always interesting and fun to watch. But we're going to hop in with Thwifo, J-Truth against Nistic and McDonald we saw earlier today as this fight starts to unravel.
Yeah, Nistic already down on the ground. McDonald trying to create some space for him, but unfortunately, it's going to be really difficult in an early 1v2 situation where they both have shields and they're pitching from the side. Fantastically well executed 1v2 there. And you notice they got the initial down right away, and he has that hunting rifle, and it's missing a couple bullets. You have to think he probably picked one up, got an AR round, and they were able to just close that up. That's going to put them in a prime spot. No one else anywhere near them. Tons of loot, 2 elims, and a bunch of shields. They're looking good. In match 1, let's see what the resolution will be. Some shots being traded out right away. Aiden ends up going down. It's going to be on Butter again to try and clutch this out. He has a decent amount of shields and a pump. Not a bad situation to be in, but not a great one. And it looks like he's going to opt to disengage. He's leaving Aiden there. They're going to clean that out. More shields and an elim for them. He's just trying to get away and find a spot where maybe he can make a 1v2 play. We've seen this before. You just got to get somewhere, crouch, and hope they either disengage or someone else comes in.
Yeah, and we saw Butter in that situation as well over towards that basketball court before. And unfortunately, Aiden's going to go down again. There's so much action here in Tilted. It's so difficult to keep up.
Regroup. Let's see how they play this 1v2 out.
Yeah, and all Monster's trying to do is keep Ziff from supporting Povzy. As you can see, Ziff was trying to book it all the way to get to Povzy and make sure that Devious couldn't hunt him down, and he did manage to do that. So it's going to be a stalemate again. They're going to give a little bit of time. Povzy has those minis, like you said. And now we'll see what they're going to manage to do. Just get a little bit of damage on the Ziff.
Yeah,
that's not going to be a good
angle
start
right
again.
now from Devious. It's going to be incredibly hard to rotate away from this position. You see their pin, not a lot to work with either. 2 great infantry rifles. That new gun provides a lot of mid-range pressure, but not great in the close quarter situation. Does have the great tack, but when you're at such a health disadvantage, Ball, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, and that's the thing about dropping towards those storm wings. That depot doesn't give that many. There's only 2 chests and probably 1 or 2 floor loot spawns.
Look at Monster's angle. Look at Monster's angle. You see him off on the side. He's trying to peek.
There's
The shots go out. Any amount of chip is good for them there. They have to execute on this pinch now. If they're not able to knock these guys out, it's going to be a lot of wasted time and resources. But if they do, look, pre-charging the dynamite, they're going to try and get that down, and then Devious is going to try and follow up the shots.
Yeah, and that was a perfect placement on that dynamite. He actually completely opens up Povzy, and he's managed to knock him all the way down. It's just Ziff left. Nice positioning, and he's going to go down too. Devious just drops down. That's the thing with the dynamite there, Sundown. Blowing up that entire building gives so many opportunities to find angles.
The edge of the zones. Why do we see so many teams end up pumped up in here? But unfortunately, they're right down there. Rift to go out. That is such a smart play.
Yeah, but he's not out of the woods yet. Only 7 HP. He's going to fall. That's such an easy target way up high. All they have to do is box up and look up. And though JDW goes down, Germ is actually, he's going to try to loop back around.
Thwifo is hot on the tails of this. So they were pinned in by the Stinks, are able to clean it up. There's Thwifo, good job. So being pinned in by the Stinks with only 20 HP immediately ticks down. Rift goes to get out, but you're an easy target then in the air. These are very good players. They've qualified from PAX West, TwitchCon, all of those solo performances, earning them an invitation here to this secret skirmish and just showing their ability to track these targets and not let them out. Able to do what he's been able to do out of the Stormwing. This is
no way.
I don't have words. That is just otherworldly level of tracking and finding that, and then able to clean up on it afterward from the Stormwing. Good rotation. Normally it's known for just rotating. Cloaksy's showing it can be used for more.
Yeah. Mental Space Soldier coming in. He does the Conan. He's going to get the edit. Blue T is also getting pressure from above, but Dementos goes down, actually.
That was a valiant effort coming out from Blue Team. So what you'll see when you're fighting defensively in a 1v2 situation, players tend to box themselves in and try and buy as much time as possible, hope to get a shot.
Very much. We're going to take a look back just a couple plays here. In competitive Fortnite, taking the opportunity that your opponent may present is one of the best options. Right here you see Madruski, boom, takes advantage of a ramp swap from Takata and catches him off guard. Now, opportunity plays are extremely important. Sheep, Dobai already eliminated, but right there, Sheep takes the just 2 seconds to finish the elimination, get that little siphon boost there, and as I said before, taking advantage of your opponent's edits, builds. Right here, Aspect watching the push from his opponent, gets a quick shotgun shot off to get the knockdown on Naga Ops, goes for the elimination. Every single shield point counts, and these players know it. Now right here, you have a pinch opportunity. The quick wall replace the edit and getting that last elimination. Carlos goes down, Aspect picking up just a little bit more shield. These competitive players, boys, they are on top of the game every step of the way.
See, they do have that rift to go. That's going to be really good in towards that end game.
Yes, and just a reminder, these are our current leaders, tied with 10 points at the top with that Bizzle and Tricky pair. We've been talking about Demo, however, going down. This is what happens when you get separated. Tfue is not going to be close enough. Those late game downs generally will get converted on very quickly. People are very Elim hungry. They want the points, they want the siphon. Immediately, he actually gets down over him. He's covering him. He's going to try and get this revive off Bala.
There's somebody trying to push, but I don't know if he knows exactly where Demo is. And yes, he does. And we'll see. He has to leave for the storm as well. And Tfue might have the time still here. Just a second. No, it looks like he's going to leave.
Oh, he's going to try. Can he rift both of them?
No, I don't think so.
I was just about to say, they're going to try and bring him through, maybe get a quick revive and then rift. They're
Still
right on the edge of the circle. No, they have to go.
Yeah. And here goes Tfue.
Yeah, just going to leave him.
Absolutely. As he looks for the best position, he might decide to land on this high ground. We'll see. He's only one in the air. One of the things when you're rifting is sometimes you bring a lot of people with you, but in this case, only Tfue up in the sky.
Yeah, we talk about that recycled utility players. They hear the launch pad, they hear the rifts, you look to run for it, and the new circle now populated. People are going to have a far run. Tfue staying up enough so he can get prime position on the next rotation, but also play a little bit of a loop goblin, drop down, pick up some free stuff, and a supply drop there.
I really like that decision. He stayed high, but we're going to see Daxor in the bottom right now, trying to finish the Elim onto grenades if he can. No, he's not going to be able to do it. I love what Tfue did with that rift to go. He stayed up so long so he could see that new zone. And then found the loot as well, but here's Daxor and Fulmer.
Yeah, flipping over, things are about to get hectic. 36 players left, 23 duos. Remember, only the top 5 duos will secure points. Otherwise, it's all Elim. Storm Surge active again. You see that on your right-hand side. Players, as they rotate, are going to be looked to trade shots even more because of it. Chap ending up going down the side. And you hear, this is the recycled utility we talk about. As soon as one person throws a launch pad down, everyone else is like, I find it, I see it, I got a rotation.
Yes.
But if you don't, you get caught on the backside. Nitmex picking up 72 hours, him and Monster going at it, stuck in the storm. Tfue trying to rotate through, has the front ground right here. Not worried about it, he's ahead of this rotation, and he also has a rocket launcher. This could be incredibly efficient. Look at that, Zhao, right away, immediately to the face, picks it up. Sitting on max, what else can he do with it?
He can point here, that's going to be the story.
9 Elims right now, 9 Elims right now for Nick and Harmful. They are in that big bonus territory. Big bonus means every single Elim here on out is an extra point. Nick gets the rift, they go up. They're all on the high ground. However, that was not his rift. Harmful is still down there and fighting. You see them on either perspective. Right now, he is completely alone, trying to play safe and just finding shots. Good heavy AR shots out there. 22 players left, 16 duos. RPG comes through, does not find him. Immediately tries to box himself back up.
Yeah, one of the issues for Nick and Harmful right now is that Nick had those launch pads if he wants to make the rotation, so Harmful's on his own here. As you can see, he's getting shot from all directions. He's gonna go ahead and make through, and no, he goes down.
Edits into the box right away. Another player there. That's the problem when doing these super close quarter rotations. Everyone is in a box. Everyone's behind it. Everyone can edit it out. Nick getting to the edge of circle, getting in the front. This front position very good. He can now edit the window and look for where other players. They have to rotate past him, and he has time to think. Trying to see who else is buying. Right in the box. Next over. 100 immediately. Falls off with a 90, but neither of those two players are together. They're fighting each other as well. Nick knows he's low. Able to convert on the down. Tickers goes down. That is 10 Elims for him. That's an extra point as well. So they've already wrapped up 5 elimination points. 11 duos left, 13 players, so only a couple of solos running around. Will Nick be able to find more? Will they be able to challenge towards the top? Aegis in the middle. Learson above him. Anthony and Punisher having a fight on the backside. Anthony picks that one up. Lenon all the way on the front trying to get there. Nick is hunting Ghoul. You see it on the back. Anthony picks up Triggy as he was solo. Triggy's not going to be able to pick up any additional points in this one. Down to our top 8 duos, 10 players left. This is getting tense. Shot comes out from Aegis. Does not quite convert. Still hitting that player. Has to be so low, Bala.
Yeah, absolutely. Aegis trying to manage to get away from these players. That's what you want to do in these situations. Get away from these players. You see Nick Merckx did go down. I also want to touch on Lyrison and Cease actually up on that high ground. So we'll see. This is a point here.
Yep, next to eliminate. Not only was that a point from that, because it puts them into that top 5 teams. Now they want to hit top 3. There's only 4 teams remaining. Stuck out in this one. Gets picked up by Thwyfo. Now it's just a straight 1-on-1. J2 with Thwyfo. Able to be picked up. Unfortunately, Thwyfo goes down. Anthony cleans it up on the backside. 5th Elim pushes him to 2 points. Gets the victory out. But right there at the end, I don't know if you saw it, Thwyfo and J2 had 11 Elims. Low ground, cleaning those up. And we're going to see those final moments over again. So they're not super low. Anthony cleans that up right there. Aegis is out in the storm. Thwyfo turns around right up, immediately blasts it back. Anthony, great shot to equalize, and Thwyfo doesn't have the pressure. He had already swapped over the heavy.
Where we are right now, because as it stands, you got Demo and Tfue. They're still going to be up top, continuing to add on with those eliminations, which keeps them protected from Bizzle and Triggy, who are gaining on them. Those 2 teams have not changed, but J-Truth jumps up.
Golden, another team steps up to the plate, jumping 9 spots. J-Truth, Thwyfo here? 10, 10, and 10 for total points. This is crazy.
Anthony, Clarity G, they're going to jump up 21 places there in 6th place with that game win that they just managed to secure. We got another page as well. Might as well take a look at that because you got some other familiar names here. Aegis and Ronan jumping up 25 as well. Maybe they can have a big game here in match 5. Maybe this is their opportunity to crack into the top 10 monster. But there are some stacked names in the 2nd page of the overall standings.
I mean, even Chap and Cloaksy are knocking on top 10's door here, moving up 5 big slots.